Hit the warm button. Welcome back to the East Coast West Coast podcast. This is your host, East Coast Ali, and I'm sitting here with
West Coast Ali
and our brother
Associate.
Yes, and this is called the East Coast West Coast podcast. Banky Fo, welcome to the show. Salute.
Banky. That's killer.
That's not what it's called.
No, but it's good. I like that.
That was
you killed it. Perfect.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the East Coast West Coast family. We're about to set up
She's
the
ready.
website and the app for y'all, and you're gonna get all type of stuff going on the East Coast West Coast tip. We got some stuff coming, surprises. I don't want to talk about it right now because our guest is ready, and
She's ready. All right.
And by ready, is she in the room or no? No, she's not.
Hold on. Send it. Or I'll send it. Hold on.
Sent. Legends of the Wild. Yes, Jules. Hey, here we are. Welcome. Let me send that request. Oh, she is very professional.
Uh-huh.
No, she already sent me the request. She beat me to it.
Yeah, we're not playing. Come on.
Hey, yes, Jules. Welcome to the East Coast West Coast podcast. How you doing?
Thanks for having me. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, no, you're good. What's up, Jules? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I just got off live with my young friends, the Youth Concept Gallery we just went live from a correctional facility here in Florida. And I'm emotional a little bit and very blown away at the level of talent that was just displayed by these young men.
That's right, girl.
I'm saying, like, there's like 20 Kodak Blacks, like, just waiting in there. Just like, I mean, the music was incredible. Like,
All right. They got plenty
So
of
good.
time, so you know they can work on the craft, but you're never not working for some reason. Let me tell you. You're always working. It's something crazy. There it is. I see it. Yeah, man.
yeah.
Well, we appreciate having
What's
you.
going on? Where are you guys based?
We're based in L.A. We got East Coast Ali, who is a legend in his right. We're both behind the scenes in the music industry. East Coast Ali's managed DMX for years and part of the Drink Champs and Nori camp. Myself, I'm a publisher and partner with Pooh Bear in the industry. Pooh Bear is one of the greatest songwriters out
really?
there. Yeah, that's my brother.
I know Pooh Bear.
Yeah, we just decided, happy birthday. We just decided to do our thing and finally talk to people that we want to talk to and have conversation with. And we felt like you were somebody who was beyond important and somebody that we, kind of wanted to mesh with and build with. So we definitely wanted to reach out and get your story.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It was really cool to see Tuma telling his story because I feel like there's so many important people in the culture that don't get their flowers. You know what I mean? While they get so small. And Tuma is one of those people that really does a lot. So.
No, he doesn't, and he's been in the game. I want to say for the longest. I don't want to make him sound like old, but he's always been innovative, and I've always looked to him like, hey, what are you doing? So I could pay attention too, because he's always on it.
Right.
Tuma's definitely on the forefront of what's popping.
Right. Kind of like yourself, and we wanted to get into a little bit about your past. So, like, where are you originally from? I know you're from Florida, but what do you consider home?
So, interestingly enough, I'm a foster kid. So, I think that's where a lot of the confusion when it comes to where I'm from and what my heritage is comes from.
Right.
I'm Italian and Puerto Rican. My father is Puerto Rican, my birth father. My mother is Italian. I grew up in foster care. I got adopted when I was 9 by my mother, who ran the Little Rascals, which is the foster home that I used to live in. And she was my supervisor there. And I was kind of like always getting in trouble and going to the office a lot for getting into fights and whatnot. So she took a liking to me for whatever reason. Sometimes the good-hearted people like the troublemaker. And she ended up adopting me, and we moved to Boston because I was kind of in the witness protection program at the time. And So I lived in Boston for a little bit.
Whoa, you just
and
skipped
my
over
mom
that
adopted
part
me
right
in
there.
Colombia.
You went right over the witness protection part. You can't. You got.
Hold on a second.
Hold on one second. Can you elaborate on
That's
that?
the
or
movie.
you
That's the
can't?
movie right there. But
Yeah.
How
I
old
was
are
doing
you
a
at
lot
this
of
time?
cocaine in Miami. I was 9.
Oh wow.
So from 9 until 18.
wow.
Yeah. And then when I turned 18, I decided to contact my birth family. So that kind of messed up the whole witness protection thing. But obviously we're fine and safe, and that's cool. But yeah, my mom's Colombian, and she adopted me. And then we moved back to Tampa after 9/11. So I went to high school. Damn, you got a squeaky ass chair.
Yeah.
So, so I went to
The
high
budget's
school.
broke around here. We gotta fix shit. We got lights though. You know what I mean?
Dang. Yeah, but I went to true. That's a blessing. At least you got equipment to record. But yeah, I went to high school and college in Tampa. I dropped out of college after 2 years to make money throwing parties, and then I moved to Miami when I turned 22. There was some time in Vegas and all that. There was a lot of moving around, but yeah, I've been in Miami ever since, and then I went to LA for the past 2 years to just like expand upon my music industry network and knowledge, and now I'm back at the crib where I love to be, Miami.
Right.
Very happy.
Right.
That's what Miamians call it. They call it the crib, right? That's like some
Back at the
Miami
crib.
slang for home. Everybody's like the crib. But yo, let me ask you something, because you just went through a lot of
moving parts.
Yeah. But I want to know, like, what's the biggest challenge you've had to overcome?
Too. Wow. I mean,
Besides my squeaky chair.
okay, that's a great question.
Yeah.
I think my biggest challenge that I've had to overcome is letting go.
Wow.
To be honest, because there's too many specific things that have happened in my life, whether it be losing, my mother or my sister when I got separated from my sister, or just there's a lot of things. But I think for me, just letting go and finally being in a place where I can understand that things aren't happening to me, they're happening for me, and the universe is always conspiring, and I just got to dance with the waves, surf with the waves.
That's deep.
So that's been, but I think, if you guys are looking for like a real, like specific answer, definitely just the tape has probably been the hardest thing for me to cope with as a woman, having family members and kids out there that I like mentor, and having a niece and having a father, and just having a private tape with me on the internet is probably one of the worst things that could have ever happened. But,
obviously that's not something you wanted.
Yeah, it's not going to define you, though. You know what I mean? Your actions are not completely just based off that, and that's the important thing. And just touching on that, like look at how you started the show. I mean, right off the rip, you're like, I was on, doing a live with, locked up whatever inmates in Florida or whatever, or for an organization that was working with them, or I mean, right off the rip, that's not how you're spending your time, so it shouldn't define you.
Obviously doesn't. Also.
Yeah.
And it obviously doesn't. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it doesn't define me. I definitely think it had some long-term effects, and it definitely makes things hard in my personal life, and even like working with brands, and maybe I want to be in politics one day, or maybe I want to be a school teacher or something, and it just makes a lot of that hard. But that's one thing that I will say is a silver lining with somebody like Trump being in office, or, what we've seen with the Kardashians is like, no matter what anybody stands for or what message it is that they're putting out there, like the fact that people can still be in positions of power or influence, considering the things that they have done or gone through, is motivation for me, because it should show us all that anything is possible. So even if you can like talk about grabbing a woman by the pussy and still be the president, then
that I couldn't
I'll be
believe.
fine with my
Yeah, that's crazy.
Jules.
And all during the Me Too movement.
No, Jules, I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't believe he got away with that one. To be honest with you, like I thought it was done. I was like, oh, they got him. It's good. And then next thing you know, he survived it.
He's a cockroach.
Yeah, there we go.
So we back. The Illuminati was trying
Illuminati.
to fuck with us.
Yeah, we just started talking about Trump and it shut down.
But Trump
Hate is real.
he's a puppet. He's not the Illuminati. He's a puppet.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. He's a puppet. And you know he's a puppet. And you know who's a bigger puppet? Mike Pence. I don't want to talk about politics, but that guy's like he's like Elmo, man. He's the biggest puppet that exists.
But you know who's bigger? You know who's a bigger puppet than them? We are.
Oh, for sure. The sheeple. Give it up. Give it up. Because we don't do shit.
We don't do shit, and all we do is point the finger and talk about this guy. If we put half the energy that we put into talking shit about the people who are failing us into ourselves, then maybe we wouldn't fail ourselves so often.
Well, you know what? You're 100% right. As a majority of people, we are sheeple, right? And people are following and doing all that stuff. But, you know, we try to send a message of like, hey, make your own decision on things. If they're like don't let CNN give you your facts. Don't let CNN be or Anderson Cooper be the only guy you listen to. Like do a little bit of research and then let's talk about it.
If we're not sheep, right? And when I say sheep, I'm also, when I say we, I'm also referring to myself, because I'm learning and growing every single day, and I just realized that because I was talking shit about our president and somebody informed me upon the decisions that are made by our commissioners and our governors and mayors. And here I am talking all this shit about the president, but I definitely did not make informed voting decisions when it came to vote my local representatives into office.
Yes. No, you're 100% right. And we speak about that on the show, actually. I've brought it up a few times. It's like, yo, stop talking shit and focus on your local government, because that's where shit changes from. That's where you can actually put money in your schools, put money back into the community, and make sure that there's a positive
and not just
future.
voting for people because they come from the same culture or community or ethnic background as us. Not just voting for people because they are in a party that we think is beneficial for our tax bracket or whatever the case may be, because a lot of time the wolves come in sheep's clothing and they pretend to be lending a helping hand, and most of the time they're just pulling us down. So anyways, hi Jack Boy, how you doing?
Shout out Jack Boy.
That's a good name.
That's a killer name.
Is it a little better than Saucy Ed or no?
Saucy Ed is a legend.
Saucy Ed's the best name, right, Saucy Ed?
Hi.
Say hi to Yes Jules.
Hi, Jules.
I see you guys are practicing your safe social distancing in the studio.
Yeah, we're definitely
keep distant. Yes,
we're definitely 3.5 feet away from each other.
Before I listen,
let me ask you guys a question. Yeah, I know you're supposed to be interviewing me, but do you think that everything was shut down because of COVID? Do you think that the government shut all the economy down because of a quote unquote, for lack of better description, flu?
They shut the government and the economy and the schools and everything.
Do you think that it was that, or do you think that there's some ulterior motives at play here?
There's always ulterior
motives.
Let's just start out by saying 100% there's ulterior motives.
1,000.
Right? But also, I think that it was partly because this is not my belief. I don't know if this is fact. This is from my research. My educated guess is that they fucked up. This thing wasn't supposed to hit humans. You know what I'm saying? And what happened was people, did espionage and stole this thing, and they mutated. Like, the story gets deep. If you go into the real story of like
the rabbit hole,
the college kids who stole it and took it to China.
You're talking about the lab?
Yeah. And Dr. Charles Lieber from Harvard getting arrested, and him having ties to
what happened?
So Charles Lieber is the head of the chemistry department at Harvard. In January, he gets arrested for not telling the United States government that he gets $50,000 a month from his other employer in China. That other employer is the laboratory of virology in Wuhan. So he gets arrested for that.
Where the bat got infected?
Yeah, where the bat got infected, right? So
that was connected to a Harvard professor?
Well,
yes, he's going to jail.
So no. You can go online and you'll see from the Department of Justice that he got arrested for not telling them that he had a job at this other place in China, the virology lab in China, which, by the way, is a level 4 lab, which is the highest security level for viruses and chemicals, right? And so he gets arrested, and then 2 Chinese students get arrested trying to smuggle these little vials of the coronavirus out of the country, and then come find out that they're part of the CCP military. So they're just soldiers of the Chinese army.
So espionage.
So
that's what I was trying to say. This is like some James Bond shit.
Yeah, it's definitely
some
James Bond shit.
We're in the middle of a fucking horror movie right now.
Yeah, 100%. Like victims.
Yep. So now if you take that into account, so you're like, okay, they don't know what hit them, so everybody's confused, so they're just taking chances, and this is why we had to go on a shutdown. Everybody was listening to Dr. Fauci, which I salute Dr. Fauci. He's 80-something years old. We should respect him for everything he's done. He's probably the most knowledgeable person.
I need new medicine, B.
No. But listen to me. You got to listen to what the man says.
Yeah, but listen, I would still go get another opinion,
but
right?
It worked.
I agree.
And it's slowing down, God willing, right?
See what you started, Jules?
Is it?
Yeah, so listen, this is what I think. I think they're trying to see how easily they can control us.
Yes.
Because
they won.
they're going to start putting us into martial law.
They won.
So I think it's like,
they won.
Everyone locked down. No. But they're really winning now because they just sat here and told us how deadly this thing is, right? They just sat here and educated us on why we should be social distancing and quarantining. And then 2 weeks later, motherfuckers are like, okay, everything's open again.
Yeah,
let's
bullshit.
see what these people do.
Bullshit.
So now they want us. They're telling us shit's open just to see what we're gonna do. What are we gonna do? How easy are we to move around? How easy is it for us to stop schools, stop banks, and then just tell everybody to go right back to living normal again?
Yeah, and then they see how bad our PTSD.
How easy is it us to take?
Weed cough.
Sorry.
How easy is it to digitize everything and take paper money away and make it so that everything is controlled on the internet, which could easily be shut off at any time? But whatever.
Yo, can I ask you a serious question?
Yes.
What's worse,
wait.
the internet or COVID? If we lost the internet
or COVID?
Yeah.
Nigga, what?
No, I'm saying.
What do you mean? That's not even a question.
If they
we need the internet.
Yeah, I need the internet.
So you'd rather have the internet than have the people getting sick and killing each other in the hospitals?
Yeah, because guess how much COVID is a distraction. COVID is a distraction. The internet is what gives us free press.
No. I agree.
She's woke.
I agree with you, but I gotta say this, and Ali, like we've talked to my brother on the show. So I got family members that's working in the hospital system in New York, right? So,
damn, God bless.
He's telling me how many times they ran out of body bags. Do you understand what I'm saying? So like the real death toll is very, very real, and it's something that they have never seen and they have never trained for ever, right? So yeah, it is a distraction, but it's very, very real at the same time.
I'm not doubting that.
It's very
I'm not
real.
doubting that. However, if it's not COVID, we're killing each other. If we're not killing each other, it's AIDS or something else, like
swine flu or whatever,
or natural disaster or hurricanes or earthquakes. We need, if we the people can't not have government have internet while whoever's up there controlling shit has internet. We need to be able to communicate with one another and keep these checks and balances in place.
So Jules,
because otherwise,
let me ask you something. So what do you suggest? Like honestly, like in your own opinion.
I'm not trying to act like I know the answer.
No. I'm just saying from your own opinion, from your heart. Like you just think with your heart, not with your brain real quick. What does your heart tell you?
Well, yeah. I think, my heart tells me that we need to educate and empower ourselves and be self-sustainable. I think that we need to listen to the Dr. Sebis and the Director X's and the people who are really, we need to stop being medicated by the people who are profiting off of our sickness.
100%.
Period. We need to stop.
Very good answer.
And the only reason why I can even have this knowledge and speak on this is because of the internet. Otherwise, we would only know what they give us in books. Imagine, remember back in the days when we only learned what they taught us in school?
Yeah, for sure.
Because
And
we had
encyclopedia.
AOL dial-up or whatever our families taught us. Like people in low-income housing that aren't financially literate, or if it wasn't for the internet, I wouldn't know any of the stuff that I know. My parents don't have money; they don't know anything. I had to learn how to build a brand. I had to learn how to start a business. They weren't teaching me that in middle school or high school or damn near college even. So I think it's important for us to have free information. But it is unfortunate and it is very real what's happening. And I know people who have, I mean, prayers up for Carl Towns. Like his mom, I remember when he said his mom was sick, and I kind of was like, oh, I'll pray for her. Like, I hope she gets better. But I never in a million years thought that I would ever have to say, I'm so sorry for your loss to him.
Yeah. No, it's rough, man.
That's
It's the roughest thing in our
really
lifetime.
real.
It's the roughest thing in our lifetime.
For sure.
And I just want to take this time to just ask you this other question and kind of move the topic a little bit, but it's still in the same vein. But what advice would you give to your 21-year-old self?
Fuck what people got to say. Do you? That's the advice I'll give to my 30-year-old self right now.
My yesterday self, my today self. That's what's up.
I mean, fuck what. Stop asking people for their opinions on what you should wear, what color you should make your Puma collab, what they think about this song, what they think about your artist, what they think about your website. Fuck everything. We have the answers inside, and all we do is distract ourselves by asking people who don't have the answers for themselves, even the answers for ourselves. And I still forget and do it all the time, but that's like the constant reminder that I need.
No, you are different, man.
Yeah, you got to go into public speaking all day, every day. Not just...
that was actually an amazing answer. But then now I want to hit you with can you share any of your big goals for the first 5 years of your 30s?
Oh man, I want to have kids. I want to. I bought my mom a house, so I want to buy
Would you homeschool your kids?
For my sanity, no.
Yeah, good answer. Great answer.
Oh, shit.
For my sanity, no, because God bless all the parents out there, man. I give it to you because it is
work
hard.
Too, B.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to have kids. I want to own my own house and pay off my mother's house. I want to retire my mom. And I want to take my family around the world and show them the places they haven't seen yet. And those are really my goals. If you would have asked me
2 months ago,
if you would have asked me before January, then they would be all career related. But all that shit comes and goes. Like all of it comes and goes. And that stuff is not real. What we should be.
Yo,
so the end. That's not the end goal.
I noticed you're like that. Like you definitely. I mean, I follow you on Instagram, and like. You share enough of your life for people to get a dose. And I felt like when you went to Hawaii and you spent all that time in Hawaii, that you had the same vibe. Like shit just, you slowed down a little bit because you know how big cities can be, and you centered yourself and you got back to you. And I think that's real important. And I think that's what this situation really did for all of us. I think we've all had to take a moment to reflect and recenter ourselves. And I think, that's what you're experiencing all over again, kind of. What you rolling up over there? What is that?
That was a life.
She's a professional roller.
What strain are you smoking?
Even though my favorite thing to smoke out of is King Palm, by the way. You guys should try it.
Oh.
But, what is that? What's
King
that?
Palm. King Palm leaf? It's like a Fonto.
Like Fanta leaf. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No.
But it's a palm.
It's a palm leaf. Real palm leaf.
Yeah, no, it's like real palm leaf though.
You know what? Should I say something about smoking right now, or do I just leave it alone?
Why? We're smoking.
You know what my 7-year-old kid did to me, Jules? You know what he came to me and did?
No. My niece came into one of my lives the other day, and I was smoking, and my mom was like cursing me out. I got it. Yeah. Go ahead.
What happened?
He comes to me and he shows me. He watches YouTubers, right? Like that's what he watches, different YouTubers. That's his shows, right? So he comes to me, he's like, yo, daddy, look Look what this guy just showed me. I'm never going to smoke cigarettes or anything. I'm not going to smoke anything. And he's showing me, it's a picture of a lung. He paused it where it's like one lung is pink and healthy and one lung is black. And it's saying something about, smoking is bad for you. And I'm like, my 7-year-old just smacked me with knowledge. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I've been smoking since I was 17 years old.
You should stop.
No, but
Yeah.
But
well,
I
that's
cut
why
back.
pink palm is good because it's all natural palm leaf with with no chemicals. I smoke this blunt because it's just bad habits die hard. And
no. What strain you smoking?
I
smell that.
I don't know, but I do want to say shout out to J Bape and my friends that are in here. Kind of I see something going on in the comments here. I guess somebody was trying to ask me how I feel about cultural appropriation or something, and then my friends are sticking up. Guys, I just want to say my opinion on that is that my opinion on that is that what we see in others is just a projection of what we see in ourselves. And so I try not to worry about what people have to say about me because I'm living my authentic, true life. And that's
we can see that.
That's all that we can do.
Hold on. I've known Jules for...
This is my friend Jessie.
I was about to say, who is the person in the background? We got to see her.
Years.
Teddy Riley's hype man.
How you doing?
Jules. Hi, Jessie here. Jules literally just wants everyone to be happy. And she celebrates people that are doing what they love.
Yeah, unfortunately, people hate shit like that. So fuck them. You know what I mean? That comes with the territory. Plus, you're living a transparent life. You know what I mean? You're open and you're showing yourself to the public. And they're mad about it because they can't do and they feel like they can't do these things. And so they're just uninspired, Jules, and you just got to keep going. That's fuel. You know what I mean? We use that shit as fuel all day.
And I would like to say about that time in Hawaii, I feel very blessed to have had that time because I feel like it prepared me to be ready for this time because I might not have been as productive with working on myself and other projects during this time had I not already learned what it's like to be alone in Hawaii because it's hard. If you've been on the road, if you're Grammys, Fashion Week, All-Star Weekend, boom, 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 you don't got to deal with death. You don't got to deal with breakups. You don't got to deal with being extorted on the internet. You don't got to deal with anything because you're too busy. You just keep yourself busy on this wheel. And then when things slow down, all that shit hits you like a ton of bricks. And then all of a sudden you have to deal with yourself. And that's one of the hardest things we'll ever have to do in life. So I'm so grateful that I was able to experience like the brunt of that in Hawaii so that now during this time, I can lend my tools that I was able to acquire during that time to my friends who are now going through the things I was going through when I was in Hawaii, having all these, breakthroughs and stuff that you have when you're alone for 3 days straight.
Can I ask you a question? What's the difference between crazy and courageous? Like at what point does courageous become crazy, basically?
Well, I was working with a specific somebody last year, and I asked myself this question often. We won't get into names, but I think anyone who thinks for them is a free thinker is going to be labeled as crazy. But I think that the definition of insane is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results.
Yes, agree with you on that.
So if we want to make a parallel to the word insane and crazy, which are used similarly in our culture, I think that, that could be the parallel. But for me, I don't view people who are courageous or free thinkers as crazy. I feel the people that are not are crazy, if that makes sense. Like it's crazy.
I get it. I think it more goes crazy to courageous. Like I think in the beginning, people have certain views, and those views might be not what's the popular view. You know what I mean? And then those people are kind of always shunned and called crazy, labeled as crazy, right? And then when those people turn out to be right, they become the courageous ones. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how I feel like that goes.
Imagine being Steve Jobs, right?
Right.
and telling motherfuckers, hey, listen, I have an idea. The heat from our fingertips is going to touch this like metal thing and it's going to make things happen on the inside. People are probably like, what is this man? What kind of mushrooms or acid is this man taking? They probably thought he was crazy, but that here we are on the iPhone, you know? Like, imagine people told Einstein he was stupid his whole life.
This is why I asked her this question, because, that's reserved for like an answer that she's given us, because it's like you, the realest shit I ever heard was, don't do the same thing over and over again. Do you understand what that is, Ed? Do you understand?
Don't do
when
it.
you sit here and you say, hey, my life is this and my life is that, and you saying it week on week on week on end, and then they're not doing anything to change it.
Absolutely.
And then you're looking at
and you
me,
live in this,
and you want to look at me with the side eye. I'm waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning every day.
Motherfucker.
I'm running around doing everything I need to do.
Oh.
No, I'm not saying about me. I'm talking about people who are doing it. I'm just
sorry.
acting right now. This is me just acting.
Relax.
Of course.
But what I'm saying is that you have to be able to go out there and make a change and make a difference, not only in your life, but in the world that we live in at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
And
I want to shout out Molly from Tree Sound Studios in here.
Molly, that's my sis. That's my sister right there. Molly, what up? Molly, what up?
Molly is one of the first and only women in this industry to ever embrace me in such a genuine, authentic, open arms, loving way. When I tell you Molly was there for one of the most heartbreaking days of my life. Like, I was sick. Molly, I feel like God put me, when my first artist left me, I found out in the car with Molly. And she knew. She was like, what happened? She said she doesn't want to work with you anymore. And I was sick. I literally was like, you would think somebody died. I was like, sobbing.
It's like a dog, B. You just got to get another one.
Can I just share another Molly story also while we on that tip? Because
please do. Let's give her flowers while she's in here.
Yes, because people love stories on podcasts, by the way. That's what they say. But let me tell you something about Molly, West Coast Ali.
Tell me.
So back in like 2006, 2007, I signed an artist by the name of Little Mama. I don't know if you're familiar with that name. So I signed Little Mama.
Wait, you signed her to what? Management or label or what?
Well, she was signed to her father's label, so I signed her as management. This is me fresh right off of DMX, right? So we're at DMX, Rough Riders. Then I see this girl that's just rapping so crazy, right?
Right.
So we're gonna mess with her. So I'm doing my rounds, right? And I'm like, promoting the girl, and I'm trying to get the temperature, and I'm at my friend's office, and I say, hey, I got this new artist. I need to get her, on some shows opening up. And he's like, oh, you should meet somebody. Let me just make this story a little shorter, because I like to tell long stories. Kevin Hart said I'm the best storyteller, top 3 storyteller he ever met. But
Top two.
let me just slow it down. But
Shout out to Kevin Hart.
salute Kevin Hart. So he says you got to meet this person, and the person he made me meet was Molly at that time, right? So Molly favored kind of Little Mama. She had the eyes and all that at the time. I was like, oh my God, this is so crazy. I was like, I actually just signed the artist, and great to meet you. And it turned out, and Molly, now I have to get you on the show, Molly, because now we got to tell this whole story. But
she probably got so many stories.
I told her, I said, Molly, I just signed this girl. I know I'm one hit away from, popping this whole thing off. My own friends, I'm not going to mention their names at the record labels. They kicked me out of their office. You know how disrespectful it is when somebody says, you're here. I got 3 artists for you to manage. Here, manage these artists. Forget about the one that you're doing. This is what they were telling me at the time.
Oh, hey. That's been my journey for the past 5 years with every major label in the industry, by the way.
That's why when you say don't listen to nobody, that was your first rule. That's why from there I saluted you. You was already my favorite person.
Yep.
But we're gonna learn from that years to come now. But so now I'm telling this to Molly, and she's like, yo, Ali, you know what you did for us? And I'm like, what? She's like, you put us on the road with DMX, the group. That's how I got introduced. So I was like, this is the artist you put on the road with DMX. I didn't even think about it. I just listened to their song, and it was dope, and I said, go. You know, you understand? It was organic. It was like, it was dope. I said, go. I didn't think, anything. It was just.
Yeah, she put the
boom,
analytics.
boom, boom.
She put the analytics
so
on it.
So now she said, for you, now that you did that for us, we're going to do whatever you need. You come to Atlanta, you come to Tree Sound, and James Groove Chambers is going to give you this hit. I said, really? Come to Atlanta? What am I going to do? She's like, yo, I got everything for you. The hotel. She hooked everything up. She had the connections for everything.
Right.
And I'm just keeping it real. We went down there, and that's where we recorded 7 records, including Lip Gloss, that changed our lives, basically, at that time.
At Tree Sound?
Yes. We did it
Groove
all at
do
Tree
that
Sound.
one with her?
Yes. Groove produced Tree Sound. Lip Gloss, by the way.
Jesse, can you get Marquise? He's downstairs. I have to go down? Yeah, please.
So
sorry.
That's my Molly story. It was so genuine, our relationship, and it's been like that ever since. And if anybody doesn't know Molly, I feel sorry for you. But okay, sorry. That's my story. Love.
And she's she's
Shout
just
out,
amazing.
Molly.
And she's a creator herself and makes her own music, but has spent her life helping other people make music, is like
exactly.
Wow.
Drake, J. Cole, Lil Wayne, 2 Chainz, and there's hundreds I'm not naming.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Killed that.
Usher.
Killed that.
But Jules, I'm glad we have Molly in common. So that means we're gonna definitely stay connected. I really, really like that. While we on that note,
Oh, and Molly, look, she wrote me about foster kids earlier. Here we go. I'm gonna check your email later. Okay. Anyways.
So
okay.
So speaking of the foster kids, what is a non-for-profit we should know about, and how do we contribute to that?
Man. The Youth Concept Gallery is a great organization. They're who I was just on live with. They basically, bring programs to incarcerated young men and women, I believe, in South Florida. So he's got like a 12-cell block in this jail that he convinced the jail to give him, and him and the kids painted the walls. He had like all the illest graffiti artists in Miami, A-Hole, Atomic, like you name it, like all the big artists, even David Sebastian from LA, when he was out here, he went in there and painted something for them. Really like beautified these 12 blocks. And they have books, like a whole library, a ton of books that they
that's where they do the art in the park?
The art in the park is from them. Youth Concept Gallery. Yeah.
Got
Youth
it.
Gallery Concept.
Got it. Amazing.
Yes. Yeah. How do you know about that?
Because I got Google, Jules. I'm over here on Google.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to sound I'm hype and shit. I got it, but I just went on Google.
I was like,
just making sure that art in the park was there.
We're semi-professional.
Semi,
here,
just a little bit. You know
Look at Saucy Ed, how professional he is.
Awesome.
Look at him.
Saucy Ed is prepping for.
You killed that.
Hold on.
She's about to tell us what. She's telling us where to donate our money to, Saucy. You got to pay attention to what's happening here, man.
He's trying to prepare for his performance. Just in case you don't know, Jules, listen, in case you don't know, Saucy Ed is a classically, first of all, he's a journalist, a real journalist from the Ukraine.
We don't know why he's here with us.
We have no idea why he's here with us, but he's also classically trained in musical theater, and he loves romantic Russian songs. So we do a little portion in our show where we kind of skip to him and his singing. So he just kind of, if you can, bear with us for like 1 or 2 minutes, half a minute.
Let's go. I'm ready.
All right, let's go, Saucy. You ready?
But
Yes,
wait,
I'm ready.
but did we get the
But
organization?
You're gonna put on the microphone.
Yeah, we did.
Let me pin it. What was the organization again?
Yeah.
Can you repeat?
It was
let's-
Youth Concept Gallery.
Yes. At Youth Concept Gallery.
Yep.
No, but put on the microphone better. Yeah.
You want it on the microphone
Yes,
today?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
because,
That keeps Jules involved.
Yes. But,
All right.
I feel
Yeah.
careful with your
Okay. All right.
Give up some money, man. Get some money out of your pockets and donate. You know what I'm saying? You got to care.
Well, first, I do want to say that I think it's important that people donate to what they're passionate about.
For
Because-
sure.
Yeah, but a lot of
You gotta,
times
like-
people don't know like who's credible and who's who
Well,
should they give their money to. That's why I asked you
These
that.
hey, listen, these are
because we want to support what you support too. We want to fuck with what
for
you
sure.
fuck
But
with.
these are trying times, so just help anybody you know, really.
Yeah, for sure,
If you
at this
can,
point.
do it. You know what I mean?
I just told the bum yesterday. I seen him on the corner. I
First
said,
of all, you just called him a bum. That's fucked up.
well, I mean, what am I supposed to call him?
Homeless.
He looked like a bum. I'm keeping it real. He was a bum.
All right. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
So I tell him, I say, yo, bro, I ain't got no money, but I got a joint. Do you want it? He said, yeah, hell yeah.
Joints for the homeless.
And he took the joint and he enjoyed it. So just give. You never know.
Shout out. All right, you ready?
It's important.
Wait a second.
All right, let me put this on Saucy Ed.
You have to introduce.
No, I want to say something.
Of course.
Can
Go
I?
ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
It's
Saucy
your
Ed.
show. What do you mean?
Saucy Ed wants to say something. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Saucy.
Julie's. Correct? Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. Julie's, yeah.
Yeah, Julie's. Hi, Julie's.
Hi.
Hi. Listen, first of all, I would like to say thank you very much. It was a very nice conversation, and a lot of things very touched my heart. And I just wanted to say that those challenges you're dealing with, those waves which bring you those challenges, I would like those waves to bring you only pleasure and joy. And I wish you from the bottom of my heart.
Oh,
Yeah,
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's very sweet.
Listen, this I'm very lucky, and I
This
don't
guy
know.
right here, Saucy.
Listen, I am very lucky to be part of this show and this.
Amazing.
We're the
podcast.
lucky
We're the
guys.
lucky ones.
And
Thank you, Ed.
I don't know why these guys need me, but again,
We need you
We
for
need
this
you.
right
For
here.
this right here. You ready?
okay. And I would like to sing one song in English, if you don't mind. I have. Sorry for my pronunciation, but can you put louder? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Funny. Old American songs. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just that I was there for. You saw me praying a prayer for someone I really could care for. And very suddenly appeared before me, the only one my heart will ever hold. I thought somebody whistled, please endure me. And when I look, the moon has turned to gold. Blue moon. Now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without the love of my own. Blue moon.
You killed that, Saucy.
Way to go, Saucy.
Yeah.
Oh, Julie.
Oh.
Amazing. Wow.
I
Incredible.
Now you see why we keep
I
him.
have no idea.
amazing. Why? That's why we keep.
Why he keeps us. Now you see why he keeps us. Yeah. Incredible, man.
Saucy Ed's sauce is crazy.
Oh yeah, he mean all the sauce. I mean, it's in the name. Look at him.
Did you guys enjoy that?
I did. I really did enjoy it.
Highly.
I need to give my friend a hello. I'll be
do it.
right back.
Okay.
Here, smoke this joint.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. Here you go.
Very good, Saucy.
So where's your friend at again? I liked her perspective too. What was your name? She's not.
Oh.
She left already. Hey, how you doing? You was part
Can I
of the
answer
show this
about
whole
your?
night.
I love that crazy and courageous thing, actually.
Oh yeah?
Thank you.
So do you have an answer to
Yeah,
that? I
I
wanted
think-
to ask you that as well. I wanted to say it was for both of y'all, but I didn't want to, intrude.
I think that people are crazy when they act and they don't know why. And I think that people are courageous when they know their why, and that's all they're acting for. Like, that's all they're acting towards, is they're moving towards their why.
Bars.
And everything they do is because of their why.
Deepness.
That's courage.
That's dope.
And it doesn't matter, like, what obstacles they come to or anything. The courage, because they know what they're so grounded in their why, the courage comes from that. Yeah.
It's real. And that's why they got courage, because it's real.
Oh.
Quarantine.
Quarantine bars.
Quarantine radio.
Bars. Hey, yo, Ali, do you have any other questions for Jules? Because I would hate for Instagram to cut us off. I want to make sure we do the right, do the right thing. But I got, you know, I got one more question that someone just sent me right here, where they want to know, why do they want to know 3 books that you recommend? Why is that? Why are they asking Jules for books?
Because Jules is kind of all over the place and intellectual. Like this morning, she was doing a workout on her live, and then after that, some gardening, and now a few interviews. I mean, she's lit, bro. She's not fucking playing games.
Because I'm like, wait a second, you want to know what books she recommends? All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Her.
Okay, so listen, this book is gonna change your life. Hopefully, if you have an open mind. But it's called "Remember, Be Here Now."
Okay.
And it's actually incredible content, journey, the transformation, as you can imagine, right?
Saucy Ed is asking, do they have it in Russian? No, I'm fucking with you. Don't go ahead.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's an interesting book. Wait a second.
Well, don't look at my nails, or like, obviously I can't get my nails done, but yeah, so there's, okay.
Incredible.
Wow. What's the name of that book again?
It's called Remember, Be Here Now.
Remember, Be Here Now.
And it's amazing.
I'm about to order it on Amazon right now.
This book is life-changing, too. This book is for everybody.
Yeah.
Cool. Now.
Remember, Be Here Now.
What was the other book?
What was on the book? What do you mean?
No, I thought there was a second book. So sorry.
Oh, yeah, the other book is this one. And
Napoleon Hill.
that's Outwitting
Outwitting the Devil.
He also wrote Thinking
So
Grow
that's
Rich.
no.
Sorry.
And then this one, because a lot of people who follow me ask me questions that they could just answer for themselves.
About the music business, yes.
Throw that book out.
Yep. Yo, Jules, I just want to say thank you so much for taking this time. It was so good to meet you, and I can't believe we have Molly in common. That's amazing. Your insight is just so dope.
It is,
and,
for sure. And
we would
your
love
vibe.
for you to, it's an open door here, and we'd love to have you
come back
again.
anytime. You know what I mean? You're a friend of the show, and we appreciate you.
We've learned a lot from you.
And we learned a lot, yeah.
The people in the comments are wilding.
Yeah, let them battle it out. Let them.
What are they saying?
At home.
What are they saying?
I know their mom's probably like, "Get off the computer, guys."
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and yeah.
Okay, Jules. Yo,
But some people did say "Outwitting the Devil" is good. That's a good book.
it is a good
Anyways.
For sure.
book. Do you have any questions for us, Jules?
What are you guys doing over there? What's going on? How's your day going? What's next?
Well, the day was great. Homeschooled the kids, and then I got to escape to come here and do the podcast. That was probably the best part of the day, where I had to leave, and then now I'm here. But then I'm going back. I'm going directly back home.
Yeah,
How about you, Ali?
And then thank God that the state of California views podcasting as an essential business for some fucking reason, but we're open for business. You feel me?
But it's just us.
Yeah,
It's not
and so we converted our recording studio, 2 of them, into like these little podcast rooms, and so we're running podcasts all day long.
That's one of them.
Yeah, this is one of them.
Yeah, nobody comes in here but us.
Yeah, just us.
It's just us in here. Nobody comes in this
and
room.
then we have another one.
There goes Saucy.
Nobody, just us.
Saucy
There you go.
Ed delivers saucy marijuana every day. And we got to get you a saucy kit, right, Saucy? We got to get her.
Yes, absolutely.
I need all the sauce.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially
No, we got
we're
you.
going to have new strengths hopefully soon.
Yes, we're going to make sure we get you a kit, Jules.
One question, guys. Are you friends with, you're from New York? Are you in New York?
Me, East Coast Ali? Yes,
No,
I am from New York. Born and raised.
Okay, because you were talking about your New York family, so.
Yep.
You're in New York right now?
No, I'm in LA. I've been in LA since July. And and I'm not going back anytime soon.
Do you know the Happy Monkey guys?
Why does that sound so familiar?
All right.
Happy Monkey. I don't know.
So you got weed, and we have weed merchandise for you.
Oh, okay. I love that. Look, I like monkeys, And I do.
And I really like weed.
And I love weed. So like it makes me happy, both those things. So it's amazing. You guys are dope.
Win-win.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys.
Jules, thank you. God
Thanks,
bless
Jules.
you.
Appreciate you.
Have
Peace.
fun over there. Bye.
Take care.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
She was very, very cool, man.
Oh, listen.
And she
I-
said she
seriously,
stayed
was-
on for
I gotta
for
be.
a
I gotta
whole
be.
hour.
I gotta be honest, bro. Listen. When you're a triple threat, which means beautiful, smart, and
This is what I
you know
wanted
how
to
to
say.
hustle, and you know how to hustle, like of course you're gonna have haters, bro. Nothing but she kills it.
Haters.
Yeah.
Because of people jealous.
Yeah, for sure.
Jealous.
100 fucking %.